Hey guys, I just wanted to show you a few more ideas on what you might want to do once you've created your arrangement. I used 7 loops from looperman.com, and then I arranged them in my last video, and I decided to add a few extra things such as risers, and while I was searching for risers I found a few other little blips and cool sounds that I liked, so I've added them in. I've also added in a little bit of automation on some effects, as well as the automated effects. I've added a few other effects, static effects that don't have any changes. Automation just means that I've got it changing throughout the piece, different levels of things changing around. So I'm going to show you how I went about that. First of all, let's just listen to the end result. Alrighty, so that's what I've ended up with. So basically these 3 new tracks that I brought in were this riser here. Let's have a listen to that one. Now I found that has quite a lot of bottom end energy, so I've actually got that in there mixed quite low, like minus 26 decibels. I just like the way it sits underneath like that. In fact, you might even turn up a little bit more than that. Let's try about here. That probably feels a bit better than before. So that's that riser, which again appears before this next beat drop. Next, look at these blips here. The blips by themselves, without reverb, sound like this. Kind of cool, like a waterfall or something. Then I just decided to add a little bit of reverb, so there it is. It just sort of makes it a bit spacier, a bit less in your face, I guess. It just sort of moves it to the back of the mix and makes it sound like it's in a more echoey area. So let's hear it in context. Versus no reverb. I mean, that still sounds cool, but it just sounds a bit in the front of the mix to me, so this is better. It's a bit dreamier. All right, now check out this riser here. This one was kind of fun. Like, if I listen to this soloed, okay, so by itself, this riser actually sounds like, if I just bypass the effects for a second, that's all it's got. But I decided, first of all, let's put a bit of reverb on there. Have a listen to it with reverb. A little bit more echo. Then I decided to put in a bit of a delay effect. Now, if you look here, the delay effect itself, if I bring in a new one just to have a look, delay. So the default delay in Reaper does not have any feedback. Now, in terms of a delay, feedback, have a listen to it with no feedback. Hear how the second repeat of it, which we call a tap, hear how that basically just happens and there's only like one echo. But what we actually wanted was for the echoes to sort of keep feeding in and creating another echo. And gradually, depending on the level of the feedback, it will fade out. Now, if you go to the other one I had, okay, so that's what I arrived at for that effect. And I've also got that effect near the end. On the bass channel, you'll see in the middle here that we've actually got a few effects on the bass. So I actually added in a pitch shift of -12 semitones, which gives you a lower octave in the bass. And I actually just faded in that the wet amount to -20 decibels, meaning that lower octave added in would be a bit quieter than the original. So if we can solo our, let's listen to over here. Now without that's the original sound. We can bring in a bit more fatness. Just a bit more low-end energy there. And then the EQ I brought in, I actually got rid of some of the twanginess by my first band there, a high pass. So the red one's the highlighted one. And all I'm doing with that is cutting out some of this twang up the top. Hear how it's quite a present bass, very twangy, but I just wanted it more rumbly and low. So I'm being interrupted here. I'm just recording, Scotty. Just give me a moment, mate. You'll see with the bass part, I've actually just automated a low pass filter here and also automated a high pass filter, which will start moving pretty soon. So I hope that sums up some of the things you can do. Just explore different effects and automating different parameters on those effects, and you can end up with some pretty creative stuff.